When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Hey, make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, They're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. The give on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It out in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Grabbed over the middle, it's McCray. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Got his man downfield, and he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Takes the easy completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Collier. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He wants to throw it again. Swings it out to his running back. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And here comes the field goal unit. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Childs. He's moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Fires to the big fella. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, going up top. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. And off to Jones. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
That's reeled in. It's Jones. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Missouri! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Childs. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Spartans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his big tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. The offense will quickly use a timeout. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal, but look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. An unforced error there, they don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Childs. He's got the back in the middle. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Childs. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Collier. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Collier.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Childs. He caught it. Touchdown, Spartans. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to San Diego State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Using the quick game. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Inside the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Childs. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Made a defender miss. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. 14. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
3:25.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Touchdown, Michigan State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. All wideouts, no backs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hands, it's Johnson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to swing it on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Sensing that his defense needs some help. On third down, he drops the throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A pretty easy call for the officials. It hurts nonetheless as the illegal forward pass takes the score off the board. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Spartans racing to the line in a hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets the back moving. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over SMU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got it in the middle, it's McCray. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to adjust the pattern. Takes it from the gun on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football...
Turning it on! The 30, the 20. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Childs. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.